Testing, testing. Can you hear your own voice? Testing. Yep, I am audible as fuck. Much to the chagrin of many people.
Find an oasis of their own and leave the sandstorms behind for a better life.
I'll think about it.
Exactly, but none of them believed me.
What's up, Twitch? It's your Lord and Savior King D353. I've never stream of Genshin Impact? Alright, so anybody that actually pays attention to my Twitter might be minorly confused since I implied I wasn't going to do Genshin today, but turns out there was in fact an event. Apparently. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll be able to finish this event. It really depends on if I can find somewhere to set my computer up, but either way, there is an event happening, so we have things to do. Things to do in places. But first, as per usual, I'm gonna go warm up. Not because I need to get any rust off, but because I want there to be time for people to show up, if they so choose to. And today's warm-up will be using Duvall as target practice. Again. Because what better way to enjoy yourself than to shoot a dragon? With a sleepy secretary. Anime is weird. Alright, Ganyu, do you have the good stuff on you? Yes, it looks like you had the good stuff on you. Alright, let's go, merry band of misfits and Ganyu. Wide shot. I could have done better than that.
Did I miscalculate?
Yes, enormously so. We're done, Ganyu. Oh, did I say if she dies? I meant when she dies. I still have Yoimiya, so all is alright afterward. Run, Kiching, run. I have now reached the point where my weak team isn't just a worthless team. Apparently I am very bad at dodging. Anyway. Yeah, have some fire. Have some more fire. don't know why my Yoimiya is doing so little damage to his head. I see somebody there, but I can't really respond to you right now because I'm giving Devalin a pedicure. Hey, I caught you with that one.
Time for a light show.
Alright, warm-up complete. Now let's see who was saying words at me. Pika-Twig. Hi, I'm on my break, like Thanksgiving break. Hope that move will go well. Thank you, man. Hope my move goes well, too. Well, the warm-up is done, so now we can do the actual event that I forgot existed. Before I do go there, though, I need to go to a Statue of the Seven and heal. I mean, am I using Ganyu at this exact moment? Not really. But I would still like to not be bleeding out of every orifice. For when I do inevitably want to switch to her in the future. Because there have been times where I was like, ooh, I want to add this character to my team. What do you mean they're dead? When did that happen? A week ago. So why aren't they healed by now? You never went to a statue. So, yeah, let's heal Ganyu and, to a lesser extent, Kaching now. And let's choose which team I want to use for the Fishing Association thing. I'll probably just be boring and use New Valette's team again. Not because I'm reliant on New Valette, but because New Valette's team is kind of my Fontaine exploration team. Thanks to the requirements of needing Osha and Sumia? I think it was Sumia. I don't remember. You know what? No one cares. I'm not checking. Let's just go to the Fishing Association. I have a silly story about Ganyu. Early on, when I saw fan art, I thought it was an artist's interpretation of the Fire Emblem Fates lead. I'm not even sure how you think that, buddy, but that is a cute story. It's like, dragons are overrated. What if Corrin were a goat? Not the goat, a literal goat. What if Goat Dragon? Hello, lady.
That can't be right. Oh, but what if they're real after all? No, that can't be. But what if there's a chance?
Greetings, miss. Is there something that's bothering you?
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm Della Roche, the representative of the Fontaine Fishing Association. How can I help you?
Dude, I know who you are. I already fished like an absurd amount here for the fucking pipe.
Oh, so you're adventurers. Oh, finally. Someone has heard my prayers.
Paimon could tell you were really bothered by something. Don't worry, you've got 2 super experienced adventurers right here. We'll take care of anything and everything for you as long as you pay us a little bit of Mora.
1 experienced adventurer and 1 backpack, actually.
Oh, you are exactly the helpers I need. See, the problem is that the fish around a fishing spot at Araneus have just all up and vanished recently. They disappeared too quickly for it to have been the work of human anglers. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I had planned to go and investigate the area right away.
But...
Right, but unfortunately, as the representative of the Fishing Association, there are a few other errands that I absolutely have to run, so...
So, you'd like us to investigate the spot for you?
Exactly, you're right on the Mora. So I thought I could delegate this work to you. Are you two some kind of prophets, knowing exactly what I was going to say like that? Or maybe like the oracles you read about in fairy tales?
God, I hate your voice. Nope, we already told you, we're adventurers.
Yeah, we're just really experienced in this kind of thing, that's all.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'll get a good night's sleep knowing the two of you are on the case.
But don't we just need to investigate the missing fish? It really doesn't sound too difficult.
No, you mustn't let your guard down. As the representative of the Fishing Association, I have good reason to believe that the fish have gone missing due to an encounter with the water imps.
Okay, I think I realize why I hate her voice. She has the same voice as Nouvelette's personal Melusine. And hearing the voice of a Melusine coming from a human is weird. Water imps?
Yes, you're both Outlanders, right? Our local fairy tales often speak of a terrifying underwater creature called Thelxie.
Okay, as I was re-looking at my stream name, I was like, wait, did I misspell that name? Nope, I didn't. It's really that ridiculous.
The story our parents would tell us was always the same. If we went to the water alone, then we'd be snatched away and eaten by a water imp called Thelxie.
A child eating water imp? Did they tell you what it looked like?
My father would always describe it as a beautiful, multicolored snake woman, while my mother said it had a handsome face. It's really strange, though, because you'd also hear other people describe it as just a chubby penguin with a deceptive appearance.
Okay, so that last one is obviously Fremonet's thing. I was wondering, are the first two Fremonet too? But no, I don't think Fremonet's multicolored. And while he is a boy, I don't know if I'd call him handsome. He's more pretty than anything.
Even though the tales vary regarding its appearance, everyone agrees that it's really dangerous. It lives in an underwater cave surrounded by pallid bones and uses its sensitive nose to track down lonely children who've lost their way. And once it finds a child, it uses its alluring singing voice to lure them into the water before swallowing them whole. Pretty terrifying, isn't it?
Sounds kinda scary. But isn't that pretty normal for a fairy tale? After all, those kinds of stories are usually made up to help keep children away from danger.
But what if the fairy tale was inspired by a real-life tale? Just like how a water vein always has a source.
Do you have any concrete evidence?
Well, I wouldn't call it evidence per se, but I've heard some rumors lately. They say that someone recently saw a child walk into the water as if he was possessed by something. Doesn't that sound just like he was responding to the call of a water imp?
So you mean someone really got eaten by a water imp?
It's all hearsay, so it's hard to confirm. But still, they all say this happened on Araneus. That's no laughing matter if you ask me. Both the Opera House and the Fountain of Lucine were built there, and the sources of many water veins can be traced to the island as well. Combine that with the mysterious mist, the huge tree with expansive underground roots, and the rumor that the fish sheps on the island can understand human language. Is it really so shocking that an island so shrouded in mystery could harbor a terrifying water imp as well?
Why does Paimon feel like you're pulling our leg? You're just piling on the rumors now. Still, if someone's really been hurt, then we can't just ignore the situation, right, Traveler?
We'll go check it out.
Oh, marvelous. Then I'll just mark the stretch of water on your map. Don't forget that no matter what, safety always comes first.
Go in recklessly, got it. Water imps conjure. I really am concerned that I'm not going to be able to finish this story, but I can at least try. Alright, let's read this other story from Pika Twig while we wait for this to load. I also have this fun story. So on another show I watched, Paimon's Japanese VA voices a literal baby. And in spite of that character being an actual baby, the character is more useful to the narrative than Paimon is. A literal baby. I find that hilarious. Yeah, sounds about right. Everyone knows Paimon is worthless. You know, I know this isn't what I'm looking for, but I kind of want to grab that teleportation waypoint while I'm here. Get off the tree! I'll kill you slimes later, not now. Please don't fall. Thank you for not falling, Nouvellette. Thank you for not falling, Major Nouvellette. Major Novey-Dovey. My mind is a dumb place full of dumb things. I could do that, but I don't want to. And I'm probably gonna get the slots I need for this quest anyway. Not who I meant to fight, but you know what? Sure, let's do this.
The hunter becomes the hunted. Be sanctified.
You know, it's actually my first time hearing Fontaine's battle music. Because I normally don't actually play this game with the volume on. I'm not gonna lie, French battle theme intensifying is a little weird.
Time to get down to business.
Not bad weird, it's a perfectly salvageable song. It's just... I don't know, man. I just wasn't expecting it. Alright, there's no longer any annoying enemies around me, so... There we go. I'll see. While I'm gliding here, let's see what was said down here. Also, as far as I mistook Ganyu for the FE Fates
Is this the
lead...
stretch of water Delaroche was talking about? It looks really peaceful. Huh? Look, there's some footprints over there.
It was before I got into the game myself. Ah, fair enough. If I ever play Fates myself, I'll probably try to see if I can make Corrin look like Ganyu. Just for shits and giggles. The footprints extend all the way to the water.
These look pretty fresh. Did the water imp get someone again? Let's look around and see if we can find anything else. Wait, did you hear something just now?
I heard gurgles. Gurgling noises can be heard coming from the water. The noises grow louder and louder, until something emerges with a loud splash.
Paimon? Traveler?
It's a twink! Hi, Fremine.
I'm sorry. I forgot I was still wearing this.
Fremine removes his diving helmet.
Fremine!
Gasp! A pretty twink.
Paimon, are you okay?
Paimon nearly mistook you for a water imp. Thank goodness it was just you wearing your helmet.
Huh? A water imp?
We're investigating a water imp called Thelxie.
Thelxie, you say? How surprising.
Huh? You know that name too? Or do you know someone else is trying to investigate the water imp?
No, I think our situations are probably unrelated.
And can you tell us about what's going on with you?
Sure, if that's in order.
I wouldn't call it an order, but if it's required, I guess? Oh, Jaden gave us a redemption code? Fuck, okay, I'll type that in after this scene.
I know the name because of one of my employers. She noticed the clockwork penguins I brought to the workshop and contacted me through the shop's owner. She has commissioned me to make a special toy. Following her request, I've named the toy Thelxie.
Huh? But isn't it a little creepy to name a toy after a water imp? Wait, hold on! Fremine, you never take commissions from other people!
Well, was that ever stated? When did Femini say he doesn't take commissions?
Yeah, but, she made a special request, but out of respect for her privacy, I can't really talk about it.
What if I ordered you to talk about it?
It's alright though. She'll be coming over to check on my progress shortly, and I'll just tell her that you're two of my trustworthy companions. Hearing that, she might be willing to share some information, and you'll be able to continue with your investigation.
Huh. Even though you seem a little cold and reserved sometimes, you're still really considerate. Our target isn't necessarily the water imp, though. We're primarily here to investigate the disappearance of the fish.
The fish?
Femine nods slightly. It seems lost in thought after you tell him about the commission from the Fishing Association. Suddenly, his breath catches in his throat.
I think I may have connected the dots. These past few weeks, I've been taking Thelxie for underwater testing every day. The pressure testing makes a lot of noise. So, all that about the disappearing fish? Well, it was probably because of me.
So that's how it was? That actually makes a lot of sense. Wait, so could that mean the child we heard about who walked into the water was also...
Just Femine preparing for another day of work.
Yes, I think that's quite likely as well.
Whew. So in the end, it was just Fremine. Paimon spent all this time imagining what a water imp from the fairy tales might look like, and it all turns out to be just a hoax.
I'm sorry. It sounds like I've created a lot of trouble for everyone else as well. I'll try to finish this commission as soon as possible. Once I'm done, the fish should come back.
Anything I can do to help?
Thanks for offering. But I can't trouble you any more than I already have.
You've literally done nothing.
Hey, it's no trouble at all. Didn't you just call us your trustworthy companions? Companions are all about helping each other, you know?
But don't you need to report back to your commissioner?
Nope, that's not how it works. See, Paimon's got these commissioner types all figured out, even though we were just tasked with finding out why the fish had gone missing. If we tell them now that it was all just a misunderstanding, you can bet they'd just immediately hand us another commission to help them get the fish back.
Yeah, we're just really experienced this kind of thing, that's all.
Exactly! So if we can help you finish up your work and get the fish back, that would save us an extra trip!
Is that what you'd like to do as well?
Yeah, I think Paimon's right. Although, at the same time, if we got commissioned again, we would get paid twice tomorrow. But we'll ignore that fact for now.
Huh. Alright, I'll trust your judgment. Please follow me. I've made a makeshift camp over there.
Oops. Okay, the redemption code is EA Sports. It's in the game. Woot. Alright, let's see what Jaden's code got me. I've apparently already used this code. Well, that was time spent, I guess. I saw a treasure chest. While I normally ignore these, you know what? I'll just mark this for later. No, screw it, I'm doing it now. Okay, what's this challenge? Collect 14 hydro particles. Something wants to throw hands.
Let the record show that I verbally consent. Silence!
Well, is this the man about to notify us that he verbally consents to finding treasure?
Settle down!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Alright, what was your line now, Nouvelette?
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Oh. Thank you, Nouvelette. Yep, that was all the treasure over there. I need to get better about actually grabbing treasure chests I see, because I have a bad habit of not doing so, and then wondering why I have such a bad completion rate of areas.
Justice is blindsided. Bow your head. Finally done. Picked the wrong test subject.
Let the record show that I verbally consent to relinquishing these items into your possession.
Okay, let's see. There are 2 of these near here. There's one that I'm on top of now. Hello, good sir.
Midnight. Such a pain.
Settle down!
What do I do with this? So there's a weird thingy on the floor here. And I don't see the thing in the air. The hell is this? What am I supposed to do with this? Well, I have no clue what the hell this is, so I guess I'll just mark it on the map for later. Star for a thingy. And there's another one this way. Will this one be more noticeable? Eep. these two probably lead to this one. According to this, it's this way. I don't see it though. Is it up here? No. I mean, it looks like it's in this direction. Is it above me? No. Is it like at the top of the inside of this roof? Well, there's no inside to speak of, apparently. Alright, well, that's enough of that. I tried to grab the thingies here. I failed to do so. Let's actually continue the story now. I saved before finding another spot where there's supposed to be a thingy. Okay, that one's actually easy to see. Also, I forgot to mark that spot. A little above me by the beginning of the cliff. It's around here. So I'll place another star there. And let's grab this obvious one. I'll read the chat while I go up to grab it. Oh, sorry, those are all in reference to me having already used the code. So I got over 2 shinies in Legends Arceus. I found a Shiny Gibble and a shiny Luxio. Nice job. Hope you enjoy your shinies. Can I see the other one from up here? No, I can't. Where the fuck is that thing? Whatever. I can't waste everyone's time looking for it. I have a job to do, which is doing this story, not randomly exploring the land of Teyvat.
I've stored Thelxie in the tent. He can respond to some simple verbal commands. You can try calling his name and see if he'll come over.
Whoa, sounds pretty advanced. Let Paimon give it a try. Hey, Thelxie, are you there?
Thelxie Development Mod 1 attempted to install a language output module for Thelxie. The output signal will use a similar cipher to the one used by the House of the Hearth. The benefits are twofold. No, not only does the warehouse at the House of the Hearth already have many spare old motherboards, this approach will also allow the language module to be comparable with the diving helmet's transcription module, allowing for quick and easy transcription and testing. As for the offset of the cipher, it will just be set to 1 for convenience. Thelxie Development Log 2. I've hit a snag. I had planned to apply for a transcription module for use for Thelxie, and it would have been the same as the one used in the diving helmet, but the warehouse is out of stock. Seems I'll have to make one from scratch using the one I have as a reference. I'll start looking into it, but it's unclear if I'll have enough time. Thelxie Development Log 3. I've already spent more time than planned on the transcript module. The work on Thelxie's main body will be affected if I keep at this. I'll have to put it on hold. Although the diving helmet can still be used as a decipher, Thelxie's output signal will probably be intelligible to everyone else. What a pity. I'm sorry for not being able to give you a voice, Thelxie. And looks like that's it. I don't see a shiny for Development Plan 4 anywhere.
That's Furmina's version of Thelxie. It's also penguin-shaped, just like Pear.
Yep. Had Thelxie lived in Penguin Town, he'd probably have become great friends with Pear.
Penguin Town? Where's Penguin Town?
It's not really anywhere famous or important. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Thelxie. Nice to meet you. Do you know how to say hello?
Thought you were gonna say Paimon. So, can Thelxie talk?
I wanted to install a language output module, but due to time constraints, I had to give up on the idea. As it stands, Thelxie can only output messages that were pre-written into its motherboard. I haven't given him the ability to convert those messages into discernible words, so he can't really talk to us just yet.
No need to get so technical. So basically, you want us to help you complete and install this language module, right?
No, there's no need. That wasn't one of my employer's requests. It was just something I wanted to try. I have 2 other things I'd like your help with. The first is to do some integration testing on Thelxie's motherboard, to make sure he will be able to function properly in most situations.
That doesn't sound too hard. And what's the other thing?
The other shouldn't take too long either. You'll need to find Thelxie some colorful shells and coral, so I can craft a weapon for him.
A weapon? Will Thelxie have to fight?
Mm-hmm. Thelxie will need to be able to charge forward with a weapon in hand, like that brave prince of legend. It's a part of my employer's request.
What an imaginative employer! Naming Thelxie after a water imp, but wanting him to look like a prince?
Well, regardless of his role or species, Thelxie's purpose is the same. Just like Pear, he has come to this world to serve as somebody's companion.
Whoa, Thelxie just said something again! Could he understand what we were just talking about?
He can react to certain key words, but unfortunately, due to the lack of a translation module, he still can't quite communicate with us.
That's a pity. But anyway, the most important thing right now is for us to get to work. Maybe let's start by doing some testing on the motherboard. That sounds like something we can do here in the camp.
It also sounds like something you don't know how to do.
Sounds good. The motherboard is on my workbench, so please follow me.
Why are we looking at a motherboard? We don't know technology!
Ah, here we go. I have this testing manual, so feel free to reference it if you get stuck.
Okay.
Want to give it a try? It's okay if you don't succeed immediately. I've got a lot of backup boards just in case.
I'll give it a try, I guess.
Okay. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out.
Time to become an electrician. After pressing the left joystick to... The fuck am I doing? Oh, I have to make a path. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or not? What? Does that work? I guess we'll find out. There we go. Nah, simple enough. I don't think that's how any of this works, but okay.
You're doing well. Just as I expected.
We've taken on a lot of similar tasks before, you know.
When did we work with circuits?
Then let's move on to the underwater part. It's just as I mentioned earlier. We're after colorful shells and coral. Oh, speaking of which, you're both already pretty used to Fontaine's underwater environment, right?
More or less.
Okay, that's good. Just let me know if you ever feel uncomfortable. I'll make sure to stay right by your side.
Go to a body of water from a name mentioned. Okay. Which way is the body of water from name mentioned? This way?
Should be right over there. We'll be able to find something that'll help us with our search. This is it. We call this thing an echoing conch. It can detect special reflection waves in the water to help us with all kinds of underwater exploration and excavation efforts. Here, try it. Did you notice any interesting places? The echoing conch should have detected some just now. Let's go check them out.
Full fathom 5 Thelxie lies of... Okay.
Alright, these should be enough. Let's head back to camp. Thank you for staying out here with me all this time.
No problem. Now, excuse me, I gotta run before something blasts me into Kingdom Come. Teehee. I said Kingdom. To dolphin dive out, but you know what? Sure, why not? We'll just do this the normal, boring way. By the way, do you know you can drown in Fontaine's waters? You're not supposed to be able to, but I actually drowned in Fontaine's waters before. I'm pretty sure it was a glitch, but it still happened.
Ah, Fremine, you're back. I thought you might have been out diving.
I'm sorry, Madame Destray. I must have kept you waiting. I can report, though, that the construction of Thelxie is going quite smoothly.
There's no rush. I'm your employer, not your supervisor. And these two are...
Oh, they're two of my trustworthy companions. They're here to help me work on Thelxie.
Yes, I see. I suppose it's only natural for someone responsible like you to have some reliable friends.
It's really nice to meet you, Madame Destray. Are you Femine's employer? Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Greetings, my new friends. Just call me Zuria. You are both so adorable. The sight of you reminds me of little fairies under a cottage roof.
Oh, do you really think so?
Do I look like a fairy too?
Of course. If my child had friends like you, then perhaps he wouldn't have become so obsessed with the tales of water imps. And I wouldn't have had to trouble Fremine here with this commission.
Obsessed with the tales of water imps?
Ah, so you don't know anything about my request yet? I would have thought Fremine had explained it to you already.
Well, Fremine told us that it was a private matter, so he didn't want to just share it willy-nilly.
I see. So Monsieur Fremine is even more discreet than I had thought. As you are assisting him with the project, I believe it'll be beneficial for you to learn more about its vision and history. But it would be quite impolite of me to simply pile all of my troubles on you without your permission. So, would you like to listen to my story?
Sure, you can tell us anything. You've already said nice things about us, so we'll try our best to help you get through your troubles.
Ah, what a lovely little fairy. Then let me think of a way to put my situation into words. I'm sure you're already familiar with the tale of the water imps, right? Simply put, parents came up with a story, painting water imps as scary abductors in an effort to convince their children to stay away from the water. My child is rather special, however. While most other children are terrified of Thelxie, he's infatuated with him.
Infatuated? With a water imp? What a brave soul.
Yes, he told me that he thought the water imp might have just been misunderstood. In his mind, instead of singing to abduct children, the water imp actually sang out of a longing for companionship. As a result, he often goes near the water in secret.
Huh. So he wanted to become friends with the water imp so it wouldn't be lonely any longer? What a unique way of thinking.
Thank you, little Paimon. He indeed has always stood out from the crowd. He was actually diagnosed with loneliness syndrome when he was only 8 years old.
The fuck is loneliness syndrome? Loneliness? Oh, that's... Traveler acts the same thing I did.
It's a type of mental disorder. Those affected by it often feel extremely lonely and lose interest in many mundane activities.
Oh, is that what
The
I have?
syndrome is probably what made him so determined to become friends with the water imp.
Oh no. Is it a very serious disorder?
If you were to become afflicted with the disorder, Paimon, you would only be able to say less than a fraction of the words you're saying to the Traveler now.
No! Paimon won't accept that! We would have to find a doctor to help cure Paimon. Paimon has a 2,000-word quota for daily conversations with the Traveler, and she won't settle for a single word less!
God, no wonder you talk so damn much!
The family doctor has already begun to treat my son, but since the disorder is rare, there aren't many good regimens for treatment. He's also developed some new symptoms lately, such as uncontrollable delusions.
Huh? Uncontrollable what now?
Delusions.
Uncontrollable delusions. To put it simply, he can no longer differentiate between fantasy and reality, and spends all his time in his fantasy world.
Then what is he seeing in his fantasy world?
It's a dream that he often mentioned to me when he was younger. I've compiled what I could understand of his recent rambling. It goes a bit like this.
Once upon a time, there was a splendid and magnificent underwater kingdom of water imps on the Sercuit plain, 500 feet beneath the surface. Countless lovely water imps lived in houses made of rainbow shells and corals, tending to sea animals during the day, and singing between fields of golden tidalga during the nights. Everyone led a carefree and blessed lives until the day of the iridescent parade, the important festival during which the new king would be crowned. Before the festival, all water imps would select the most precious pearl they owned, wrap it in golden branches and leaves, and offer it to their most beloved prince. And during the day of the parade, the prince would cross a rainbow bridge made from all offered shells, and accept the crown from his father amid the applause of his subjects. Finally, the new king would bless everyone with his well wishes. And as for the prince's name, it's none other than Thelxie.
Amazing! Your son came up with all of this? He really crafted a lovely fairy tale world for Thelxie. It's like a beautiful dream.
But perhaps no beautiful dream can ever last long. You see, the story ended with a twist.
The day of the iridescent parade came as expected, but countless monsters also arrived alongside the prince. The monsters were evil and cruel, and they struck fear into all the water imps' hearts. The water imps, adept at singing as they were, could not defend themselves against the monsters, so the kingdom fell. The king was killed, and the water imps were locked behind bars. The rainbow bridge lost its color and crumbled away. The prince was barely able to escape with the help of a mysterious masked individual, but he had already lost everything. He could only spend his days singing mournful songs. And just as the prince sang out of loneliness, so could his song only be heard by similarly lonely children.
How could the story end like this? Is that kind of fantasizing what caused your son to develop his loneliness syndrome?
Well, it'd be more accurate to say that it was the syndrome that caused such terrible delusions to manifest. But in any case, the biggest problem is the patient eventually loses themselves to the fantasy world of their own creation.
What do you mean?
My poor child can no longer differentiate between imagination and reality. He's begun to see himself as Thelxie.
Perhaps in his mind, the loneliness he felt became the same as that of a prince who lost everything he ever loved or stood for.
What? So that's what you meant by uncontrollable delusions. Then we have to help him snap out of it.
Alas, most of the time he acts as if he can no longer sense or interact with the real world at all. I've had several discussions with the doctor, and we think it is best to try to guide his fantasy.
Guide his fantasy?
He once wanted to make a picture book of his imaginary world, but since the disorder progressed too quickly, he never quite got past the first page of the book. If we could use this book as a breakthrough for his condition. Here, you can take a look.
Ah, so Zuria's son also saw Thelxie as a penguin. Oh, he looks so sad.
What we should do now is help him complete this picture book. However, we'll lead the story to a different ending. One where the water imp prince is eventually able to restore his kingdom with the help of his friends. We'll need to chase away his loneliness and sorrow, and let him perceive a world full of hope again. That's what I mean by guiding his fantasy.
But if we just need to finish the picture book, why does Femine need to make a Thelxie as well?
Because we need to treat the book's story seriously, as if it's a history of things that have really happened. We'll need to go on a journey like Thelxie, and help him regain his crown and country. But my child can no longer go on a journey of his own. This is why I commissioned Femine here to craft a Thelxie, and then I'll paint the journey with this Thelxie into the picture book.
Ah, like a stand-in for your son! I'm starting to get it now. Oh, you really put a lot of thought into this, Zuria. Paimon still has one question, though. Where will we be able to find a Water Imp Kingdom?
There are some ruins on the seabed of the Salacia Plains. I've already asked Femine to research them for me. We'll be able to use one of the ruins as the kingdom.
Oh, so we'll just need to act out a performance of, a brave journey through the Kingdom of Water Imps. As long as we chase away the monsters in the ruins, it'll count as chasing away the monsters in the Water Imp Kingdom, right?
Sadly, no. We won't just be putting on a performance. It's just as Zuria said. We need to take this seriously, and the only way we can take this seriously is if we choose to believe everything that's happening is real.
So we'll be playing it straight, or, making it a fully immersive experience? Oh, neither of those really sound right. Well, either way, we'll still be able to help, right?
We've got this.
It's all right. There's no need to get that serious. It's not a big deal. I believe in my son. We can just see this as him wanting to stay asleep for a bit longer, because he's so enamored with his dream.
Zarya.
Keep your spirits up, everyone. If we were to look troubled, my son is sure to become... We temporarily
Oops,
moved to a
sorry.
place on the hill over there, so my son will have a better spot to convalesce. It's not far from the water, and there's also a great view. Feel free to come find me if anything urgent comes up.
Understood. There's also one last thing. Since these two friends were able to help me out, I've made some more progress on Thelxie. I estimate that he should be ready sometime tomorrow.
That's great news. I must thank you all. With that in mind, how about we meet here in 2 days' time to head to the Kingdom of Water Imps?
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. Let's meet again in another 2 days.
Zarya sure is a brave and optimistic lady. Fremine, do you think her plan will work out?
Let's discuss that over by the tent. There were a few things that I didn't bring up because the Madame was here.
What is it, Fremine? What did you want to say?
If you don't mind me asking, I would like the two of you to mentally prepare yourselves.
Mentally prepare ourselves? For what?
This is the first time that you've met anyone with the syndrome, right? I know you two are both really strong, and will do everything you can to help the child. But with the syndrome being the way it is, if things don't quite turn out as we wish, I hope you'll be able to accept the outcome, and not put too much blame on yourselves.
Fremine, why do you bring this up all of a sudden? Didn't we just promise Zarya that we'll be optimistic about everything working out?
It's not that I'm not optimistic. It's just...
You know this illness really well?
So that's why you looked like you knew exactly what she was talking about. Wait, Fremine, don't tell Paimon that you also...
No. Please don't misunderstand. I've never had it. I've just seen many cases of it at the House of the Hearth, back when we lived under the previous director. They say there are many factors surrounding the development of this illness. I've heard everything from hereditary factors and one's state of mind, to environmental factors, and even ley line disorder effects. Some even say it could be caused by contamination from god remains. And from the cases I've seen, there weren't many positive outcomes. In the worst cases, the patient could even... pass away.
What? It could get that serious? And here Paimon thought they'd just stop talking as much.
Yeah, that's just the nature of it. So if you'll find it difficult to cope with the worst case scenario, I would prefer that you back out right now. I don't want you to help only to feel like you failed.
Don't worry, I've seen all kinds of strange and difficult things in life.
Yeah, that's right. Paimon's seen all of those things too. No matter how hard it might get, we won't be scared.
Really? Then in that case, let's see this real-life fantasy adventure together to the end.
Yeah! But Paimon Here's a question. If this illness can really be as bad as you've described, then do you really think Zuria's method will be able to help? After all, we'll just be using a toy as Thelxie and some ruins as the Kingdom of Water Imps. The whole adventure will only be turned into a picture book for her son to read.
Well, I think it should be able to do something. To harbor a fantasy means that the child wants to save himself somehow. The only reason he's allowed his dream kingdom to fall is because he's lost control of his heart. But if we can help him regain control and escape from the darkness, we'll be able to change his world. Like helping someone who's lost their voice be able to speak again.
Oh, Paimon sees what you're saying now. Huh. How do you understand all of this so well, Fremine?
Well, maybe because I've also had many of my own dreams in the past. I even had my own fairy tale world, much like that boy's. I was able to draw a lot of support from it, so I believe in the power of fantasy worlds.
So the penguin town you mentioned was...
So you remembered.
What Penguin Town? Why doesn't Paimon remember? Is that also a fairy tale world? Don't leave Paimon in the dark!
Paimon, you're a moron. Suddenly, Fremine pulls out a diving helmet and puts it on its head.
Hey, why did you put that on?
It's just one of my personal quirks. Please pay it no mind. Anyway, Penguin Town is a peaceful place with lots of penguin residents. They're all really good at making clockwork toys. And Pear is the town's triumphant hero, as well as the one who quietly protects the whole place.
Pear? But didn't you make Pear yourself?
Paimon, you're dense as fuck.
I often think that Pear only came to me because he realized how much I needed him. So it's not so much that I made Pear, as Pear chose me as his friend.
Fremine, are you sure you're not losing control of your fantasies as well?
No, I don't think so. I can still differentiate between fantasy and reality. I just believe that the fairy tale world of my dreams must also exist somewhere. It might just be hidden, which is why it's difficult to see. Or it will only reveal itself at very specific times.
Specific times? Like when you put on your diving helmet?
Yeah, that's the general idea of it.
Really? Paimon just said that because you put on your helmet.
Have you ever observed the surface world from underwater? It's as if you're viewing a whole different world from the outside. It's a very surreal feeling. Both alienating, but also as if you're being protected by something. I have a similar feeling when I put on my diving helmet. In those moments, it's possible to see some truly wondrous things, as if a fairy tale has become reality. It's almost like a sort of miracle.
Really? Like a miracle?
Now I want to try your helmet on too.
Well, if that's in order.
Yep, that's an order.
Hey, now's not the time! Fremine still has Thelxie's weapon to make. We don't want to bother him now.
Right. I still have to collect some tools I'll need to craft the weapon. I've got to finish everything before tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me, Paimon. I'm sure there'll be other opportunities for you to try my helmet. Thanks for all of your help. I'll be off for now. Let's meet up here again in 2 days.
And is that the end of the story section? Do I just have to do side quests now? Yeah. Okay. I believe it actually will come out tomorrow. I believe this started off yesterday. Hello, Morse code. I don't know Morse code, so that's useless to me. We already have 10 points. Whatever the f that means. Oh, let's do the first thing. Motherboard troubleshooting. Complete debugging the motherboard. Let's go to the challenge. The challenge is right here. The key to debugging the motherboard is being familiar with the circuit structure. Connect the source of the signal to the receiving end to ensure the signal is transmitted successfully. Broken circuits. When the signal passes through an inductive switch, the broken circuits of the corresponding color on the motherboard will be connected. You will have broken circuits with at least 2 different colors on each test. Alright. Alright, so I'm starting here. Doop, 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 doop. And go. It was really that simple. There can be up to 2 different circuits involved in one debugging process. Circuit starting ports and endpoints will have the same color. Actually. Okay, so their paths can't intercept. After the debugging process has gone on for a while, you can use the debug manual to obtain clues about how to set the circuit up. Clues are for the weak. That's for you. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I meant to... I had to start by going down? Okay. That makes it a bit harder in that case. Let's eliminate that path and eliminate this path. So you have to go down this way. You still have to hit that, so... No. Oh, right, I got the colors wrong. Actually, no, because it says I should just go... Which means you want to go around, and then up, Yeah, that's my own fault. I didn't actually pay attention to where their end goals are. I had to pay attention to the colors of the starting and end goals. That was on me. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize that I had paused the stream. Well, I didn't pause the stream, obviously, but I have the stream next to me so I can see that's still working. Anyway, record search of glory. Let's go check out the Echoing Conch. We should have quite a few pulls after we're done with the stuff today. Maybe I'll be able to get Furina before she's no longer available. Maybe. That's a really big maybe. It's highly unlikely. When the Echoing Conch plays, it will display a possible iridescent glory locations on your mini-map and your field of view. Collect the xenomorphic glories to complete the challenge. Some materials require xenomorphic frontier aberrant abilities to collect. So what I'm hearing is grab that. Okay. I never realized how strong that ability was. $40, $60, $80. Okay. Sorry for being quiet. I'm not really sure what to talk about as I'm doing this. There's not really much to talk about in my life at the moment, other than the fact that I'm moving soon. Oh, and if you're wondering why it is that my moving means I might not have a computer set up, I'm moving in with other people, and Well, to put it bluntly, while I was promised the living room, somebody else just magically got it because, God forbid, the people in my life hold true to their word. Anyway, since somebody else is going to be the one with the primary access to the living room, which is the best spot to make a computer setup, I don't know if I'll be able to make a proper setup for myself. We'll find out. We'll find out, though. Oh, I thought I had to fight you. I mean, I still kind of want to fight you. I missed them. It's fine, though. Can't do that last one. And this one's not even available yet. So it seems we've already done everything we can in that little thingy. Always bring out the weaklings before doing the book stuff. Don't tell Day I called her weak. She'd probably crush my skull between her thighs. Then again, that would be a fun way to go. Y'all have any waifus you want to crush you between their thighs? Huh, I have a Fontaine key. There's a Shrine of the Depths down there. And I don't know if it's the intended use for those markers, but I always use exclamation markers to mark Shrines of the Depths. They're probably meant to be markers for missions, but... Oh, hey look, it's a very obvious hydrooculi that I somehow missed. Don't know how I managed that. Fishies. Alright, let's go to the Adventurers Guild so I can get my last 2 Primo Gems, and then we'll see if we can pull furina. Don't get your hopes up though. With Genshin's relatively low percentage rates, gotta keep your expectations low.
Thank you for
Alright, what toys do we have to work with? We have no Intertwined Fates, enough for a 10 pull, and 3 regular banner pulls. note. Nothing of note. Nothing of note. I'm gonna pull these one by one rather than a 10 pull, because I genuinely feel it's a better bang for your buck to do pulls one by one. The reason for this is if you do a 10 pull, your 4-stars don't reset the 4-star pity rate. Only the last pull resets it. However, if you do single pulls, every time you get a 4-star, your 4-star pity rate will refill. So, for example, let's say I did 10 pulls and I got a 4-star on the 4th pull. By doing 10 pulls, it counts that 4 stars being gotten on the 10th pull. However, if I do them singly at a time, that 4-star was now my last 4-star pull, and thus the one 4-star every 10 pulls resets. Hello, Rust. So my point is, if you're not doing an absurd amount of pulls, do single pulls. Oh! 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 Yes!
I have a high hope.
I will not be making any more pulls until Navia comes out. Everything else can get fucked. I'm done. I'm good. All the rest of you go fuck yourselves. Nothing else matters until Navia comes out. Pipe. Apparently people think the pipe works well on her. It's kind of weird having an elegant lady holding a fucking rust bucket. But you know what? I'll just listen to the rest of the Genshin community. No ascension line? Furina, I demand an ascension line. You suck.
I'm really not accustomed to using a vision. Oh, why don't you teach me? I nearly forgot. You've never used a vision either.
Oh, I just realized I was expecting a fucking ascension line when I didn't ascend her yet. Woman, that would taste horrible! Why would you waterlog your fucking dessert? What is wrong with you? It's a crime against the culinary arts. Your dessert should sue you. What boss is this? Hydrotulapus. I've never seen this thing in my life. You're in this cave, which I presumably get to through here. I mean, shit, it's not 2 yet. I might as well try out the Hydrotulapus. Oh, I didn't even notice that Pika Twig said things. And to give another fun fact before the break, was curious if you knew that Jessica Cruz in the Ruby Justice League crossover is voiced by the same person who voices female Byleth and the Tengu lady in this game. I did not know that. Pika Twig was also excited to see I got Furina, as he should be.
Show her new praise!
I'll think about it.
Alright, so I already forgot where the boss is. Sorry, Furina, one moment. It's here. Oh wait, that was a under pathway? I want to be underwater, not underground. No. Wait, I've made a horrible mistake. Oh no, I am underwater. Wait, no I'm not. I need to be underwater. I need to be here? Here. And I'm looking for a cave in wait, I'm sorry, what? Eh? I thought my summons followed me underwater for a second there. Oh, that reminds me. Furina, what's your exploration ability? I never actually looked for your shit. Xenomorphic Fontrant Aberrant ability cooldown decreased by 30%. That's pretty alright, actually. Alright, so I'm looking for a cave entrance. Around here, I think? Let's see. Okay, I need to go up this way a bit. There should be a cave around here. What's the task? Why would you drop me off here, you little shit? Wait, no! I missed the spot. Where's the next set? Where's the next set of blues? Wait, help, I'm blind. I can't see the next set of blues. Oh, I see a blue. Does that mean they're up? They're up. Is it too late? Did I fuck myself over by looking for them? Whoa. This way? Oh, what the fuck, man? Alright, I got him. Another challenge. Activate all resonance points. Hold up. Stop missing things. Go. There we go. I don't know why we did those. Okay, cave entrance. Still looking for the cave entrance. Is that it? I think this is it. Oh yes, I forgot this game censors the crotch area. We all know Furina's the type to wear fancy panties. I don't need to see this to know. Alright, we're fighting in a water thing, so I probably don't want to use a water character. Let's go with... Sure. I don't know if I need Usia and Suma for this. Hopefully I don't.
I will do as you command.
More speed. By royal decree. Crush. Oh no, escape from...
Wait, why were you hurt?
Huh? Crush. Blood of frost. Shudder. More speed. Crush. Guess I got my comeuppance.
No, it's fine. I didn't want to live anyway.
I'll be back.
What the fuck hurt me? What? Does simply being in the water hurt? Oh god damn it. I don't want to have to find this damn place again.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Lightning's terrified! Our bond is strong!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Now, normally I'd heal slowly, but since I'll clearly die if I heal slowly.
Dissipate! Beg for mercy! Oh, that'll do. More speed. Shudder!
Mein Fräulein, should you fall,
Dead with me! Touché! Crush! Rack and ruin! Dissipate! Sorry!
Why didn't my ult trigger? Come on, man. About to die again. Eat. That's it. I'm fucked.
Wings of darkness! Shudder!
Shit, man, I barely won. Alright, Furina, much as I love you, I'm actually gonna be fighting with you, so you don't need to be on the weak team that just gets shit handed to them. Get off. Oh. Yeah, sure. Oh, Furina, baby girl. Oh, wait, no, we need yellows. I need the yellow nectar thing.
The strength gained through my own hard work is truly fulfilling. Thanks for your support.
Alright, I'm probably not going to be able to level her up again during this stream. Okay, what do we got here? Some more words have been said. Just thought of the silly joke. Furnarion. Get it? Nation? I meant Furnation. Okay. I remember when Eula's rerun finally happened, her VA joked that I'm voicing a brand new character. Heck, in the live stream she even said it's been 3,000 years joke from Pokemon. Yeah, everyone kept joking about how rare Eula was. It was actually kind of hilarious since Eula was my main, so I'm just like, ah, I guess I don't exist, I'm maining an NPC. For the record, Eula is still my main, by the way. Like, Nouvelette is fucking amazing, but I will still always go to Eula if I were told that I can only choose one character to use. Honestly, perhaps that's foolish. Perhaps I should be using Nouvelette to know I'm a Nouvelette, but what can I say? I am a foolish man. A foolish man that loves his vengeance-seeking wench. Alright, I think it would be boring to watch me look up and slowly go through a farming route for flowers. So, I'm probably going to stop leveling up Furina now. How much longer till 2 o'clock? 16 minutes. So to reach my bare minimum, I have to kill 16 more minutes. And you know what I'm gonna do to kill 16 more minutes? Well, I'm also gonna give you an artifact set. But the more fun thing I'm gonna do is listen to the voice lines.
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping? You must be stunned and at a loss for words. Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Furina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
You are summoned after getting your vision, which is after you're no longer putting on the act. So why is your hello so arrogant?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Being too popular can be such a hassle.
Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Okay, seriously, why am I getting arrogant furina here? I thought we were supposed to get the more down-to-earth, less of a diva furina.
It's pouring out here! Oh, wait, the water levels aren't rising, are they?
Okay, that line's actually kind of neat.
Wow, this would be the perfect location for shooting a film. The sun feels almost as hot as those studio lights I'm in front of all the time. Good thing there can only be one sun. Listen, there is a disturbing growling in the wind. That's the sound of a long-forgotten sea monster having a nightmare. Uh-huh? Why is it having a nightmare? I don't know. Because fear has to manifest itself somehow?
Okay.
What a wild and desolate sight. Allow me to grant you the blessing of water.
What effect would randomly bringing water to a desert have on it, I wonder?
Good morning. Oh, must I really get up this early? Just let me sleep a little longer.
No.
Good afternoon. Where's my cake? What? I just had cake for breakfast? Oh, well, I think it's been long enough.
Who the fuck has cake for breakfast? Although I must admit, I would not hate having cake for breakfast.
Good evening. Mademoiselle Crabelita has been muttering about getting in shape lately, and even said that she wanted to drag me along with her. I'm already eating much healthier than last month. I work very hard to maintain my figure. Hey, you can tell, can't you?
Quite frankly, I find it bullshit that you have a figure when you eat so much damn cake. I guess some of her lines were done in her more arrogant voice in the event players got her before her change. Yeah, I guess it is. I guess technically you could pull her before she changes in story. But even so, the playable furina already has her vision, so it doesn't make much sense to try to not spoil the new furina personality when, well, you've already spoiled the biggest part of her story quest. The biggest twist, not the biggest part.
I'm getting sleepy myself. See you tomorrow. Remember to wake me up on time. Who are these people at the tea party? Why, they are my loyal followers, of course. Alright, I suppose I'll introduce them to you. This is Mademoiselle Crabelita, my most adorable maid. Although she accidentally cuts my outfits from time to time. This is Surintendant Cheval Moran, my reliable housekeeper who keeps my busy life in order. And finally, the one keeping everybody in line is Gentilhomme Usher, my loyal conferencier. I may have allowed you to participate in my tea party, but you'll still need to work hard to gain their approval.
That awkward moment when you need to obtain your girlfriend's plush's approval.
Given that we know each other, you may relax a little and needn't act so respectfully in my presence. Wait, what's that expression on your face? Don't tell me that you've never respected me from the very beginning.
Correct!
Fontaine's Opera House has seen several reforms, and with each reform, opposition was to be expected. As I remember, crowds would often gather in the Opera House making a ruckus. Then, one time, it became so loud my ears were ringing. I frightened them by stating, "I forbid anyone from discussing such pointless matters."
I clearly remember Nervilette tapping his cane on the ground at that precise moment, while the whole place immediately fell silent. Sometimes I can't help but inadvertently show my intimidating side. I hope my people understand. I really like the Lumitoile. Those creatures can glow and shine in even places where no one sees them. That's what I call a true star. If only there were an opera about the Lumitoile, then I could literally play the role of a lovely rogue starfish on stage.
Oh, that's what the Lumitoile are, starfish thingies. If you like them, why aren't they your ascension material?
You're interested in hearing about me?
Yep.
I suppose there's no helping that. After all, I was once the biggest celebrity of all Fontaine. Every day, countless journalists would come flocking around me, trying to get the inside scoop on my personal life. So I have loads of experience rejecting them. Of course, I don't intend to use this experience on you. With the right delicacies, I might be willing to exchange some of my secrets. The Queen's Crown still doesn't have a sequel yet? Pity. A classic like that, where justice overcomes evil, never gets old. What sauce should I pick for my macaroni tonight?
Cheese. It's the only correct answer.
No one complains about exquisite confectionaries, but it'll take a lot of effort to make some that I like. Listen carefully. Desserts are like operas. Everything from choosing the characters to imagining the setting requires a lot of effort in order to make the final performance a hit.
Dude, I'm just happy if my cake doesn't have too much butter icing and is preferably chocolate flavored.
Simply put, I detest most of those creative dishes. I have tasted many wonderful dishes throughout the years which did nothing but leave me with some moments that I never want to look back on. Oh, what a rich aroma and delicate texture! Oh, I didn't expect you to be such an accomplished cook, with a refined taste as well.
I don't understand why these lines are still being made. Weren't these for an old-ass event where you could feed people in your teapots? Are they planning on bringing that event back? Because if not, this reaction is absolutely worthless.
Too ordinary. Such an uninspired dish will never have my approval.
I'm gonna punt you.
Ugh. Is this what you usually eat? Seems I'll have to share some of my macaroni with you.
Please eat something other than macaroni.
Happy birthday! Here, please take this ticket as your gift. It's a VIP seat to see Happy Day. Just don't forget to show up to the performance. What's Happy Day? Well, I wanted to keep it a surprise, but it's an opera that I've rehearsed personally. It's about a big group of people that gather together to celebrate a certain very important person. You understand now, right? Just don't forget to come.
So, random fun fact, Furina was released on my birthday. I failed to get her on my birthday, obviously, but it's still kind of fitting that I read her birthday message.
I'm really not accustomed to using a vision. Oh, why don't you teach me? I nearly forgot. You've never used a vision either. The strength gained through my own hard work is truly fulfilling. Thanks for your support.
And we need more friendship for the rest of this. Furina doesn't love us enough yet. I want to hear her treasure lines.
Oh, what a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy. Take it. Go on. You have my approval. Oh, splendid! More interesting trinkets for me.
Alright, I know I'm a dumbass for this, but... let's see. Sure, Ayaka. Your team's gonna be the... your team is gonna be the one that Furina is just lumped onto. Here, have a loud mouth.
For this journey.
To Mondstadt, because this is the place where I know where the nearest cooking place is. I don't know where the cooking stations and other places are. They did rerun that event at least once already. They did? How did I not notice that event was rerun? I guess that event was rerun during the time I was gone. Although it would be kind of weird if both the first run of the event and the rerun of the event were both while I were absent. Although I guess not impossible. Also, full disclosure, that statement about the macaroni is exactly why I was bringing Furina to Mondstadt. That, and I wanted to see if I could make her specialty dish. Alright, I forgot. To make her specialty dish, I actually need to know what it is. Maybe I should look and see if I have a recipe for macaroni. Why is Ayaka set as my cook when I came to this pot as Furina? I did that by accident. Ah, so that's what New Valette special dish is. Korosume. Come on, Furina, you worthless trollop. Oh, well, I found Lynette's special thing. Conch Madeleine. I shouldn't be surprised that her thing's a type of dessert. Cooking slot automatically defaults to the first person in your party. Oh! I thought it defaults to who you're currently playing as. Noted. Oh, I found Faruzan's. Furina, please! Furina, I am begging you. You know, I wonder if there's anybody that has can make an extra skill at the same time as their can make a special dish skill. I assume that's the case for Hu Tao, since Hu Tao can make an extra of any dish. Oh my god, could you get a suspicious version of Hu Tao's specialty dish? That would be low-key hilarious, actually. Wait. Did I? No, I imagine that. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do this the smart way. I'm getting tired of this. The recipe is called La Latre a Fossilors. You'll need to go to the Cafe Lutas in the Court of Fontaine to go buy it. Cafe Lutes. Is that it? That is it. Pika Twig 2 got tired of me going through every individual fucking food in my inventory. And I do not blame him. I too was getting tired of my own shit. Hello, good sir. Do I have all the food from here? At the very least, it'll let me know what I'm supposed to be making. Oh no, the meal is literally called La Latre Fossilors. I thought that would be the name of the special version, not the name of the default version. But no, the default thing is named after me. Okay. How full of yourself do you need to be that you know, to be like, you know what I should specialize in creating? The food named after me. That is specifically the thing I want to specialize in cooking. Oh, wait, no, that's just the delicious version. That's not the special version, that's just yummy. That is also just yummy. And I'm already out of ingredients. I need eggies. Sag, I wanted to make her special thing, but I don't even have enough ingredients to get it. Oh well, can't be helped. Have I wasted enough of you guys' time? Should I just end it here? There's not much else I could think of doing, quite frankly.
Strike a pose!
So while my little water friends have a meal, I guess I'll close out the stream, because there's nothing else I can really do.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
No thanks. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream much as I enjoyed making it for you all. If you enjoyed and want to see more of my content, which there probably won't be but much more for quite a bit, you can find me at youtube.com/KingD353. When I'm not re-uploading streams, I'm uploading episodes of Persona 5 Royal, Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, and sometimes random extra videos. Also, if you feel I deserve it, you can donate to me at buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Again, that's buymeacoffee.com/KingD353. Every donation is appreciated. For as little $1, you can join us in Discord, we can chat, play video games, share memes, and have ourselves a grand old time. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see all of you people later. Deuces, Kingdom.